welcome back. This is episode 8 on the Ultimate Challenge used by Coach Tech Gaming. We are now officially harvesting the beets on field 1. Finally made it here. Alright, yeah. That sticks out like a sore thumb. Yes, it sure does. And let's get you up to speed here. I have done a few things already and purchased some fields and some other land purchases. We have $912,806 in the bank. We are steadily rolling along here. And he's about ready to offload. Yes, I hired a worker. Alright, let's go up in the air. Alright, this is field 1. Let's get into perspective. Over here, we planted. We bought fields 2. We have it planted. And sugarcane. This field over here, field 3, we also purchased. And what you see is one of the custom crops that comes on this map, which is it's supposed to be a catch crop from what I see. I didn't fully do the demo on it, but we see as you see, it looks fairly decent. But I also planted in here something else before I planted this catch crop. If you notice, all these trees in here. Yes, I planted some trees. Oh my lord! And I'm one that really doesn't do forestry work, but I planted this field into longpole pines. Yes, I did, and the quantity is astronomical in this field. We'll get to that in a little bit. I also purchased field 4. It hasn't sprouted yet. I'm going to leave that to remain as a mystery at the moment. And I planted this field here. Well, I thought I did. I think I did. Well, anyhow, I need to roll it by the looks of things. It's got stones still in it. I planted the catch crop in this field also. But I thought I had this field rolled, but apparently not. Oh. There's the tractor that's supposed to roll it. Okay. I need to roll this field. Well, anywho, I purchased this little piece of plot right here. And I purchased this plot because it has some trees on it. I'll grind up eventually. I've also purchased this piece of property right here. I replaced the fertilizer station with a buying station. I don't know if I bought this piece of property or not. I have to look here. Well, anyhow, we can look at it. take a look at that. Did I buy it? No, because the reason why I didn't buy it is due to the fact that the price of it, the value of that piece of property is $2,636,480. I did not purchase that property, but I did purchase 44, 40, and 58. This has nothing to do with the challenge, those pieces of property. The challenge is all the crop fields must be purchased in order. And this one here was cotton. And it's been harvested. And field 7 is potatoes. More potatoes. Good Lord. That's what was in field 2 was potatoes. And we're in the process of selling the beets. Okay, he's full. Let's grab our trailer. We are selling the beets. I might keep a little bit of the beets just for sheer interest on because I bought chickens at the main farm, and the food. There's 3 types of food you can give your chickens. I will bring that up here in a minute. This is my 3rd load off of this field so far, and the trailer holds 250,000 liters at a time. I didn't put it all the way up to max capacity. And like I said, this is our 3rd load of beets coming off this field. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong place. Right here. Alright, we made $128,778 harvest income with a plus an environmental score of 12,410. This is our 3rd load at that price. So you know, if you do the math, we're making some money off of this field. Alright, as we were discussing about the chickens. The base food, which is normally wheat, then you got grain, and then you got root crops. So I'm not sure on what the grain crops are that they'll accept. I know it takes wheat, which is normally the base food, but also barley and sorghum was added into the mix. But now we're on this map. We got root crops added into the mix. And we're going to take some sugar beets to them eventually here. I'm sure I'll get another full load off of this field here, and then probably a partial. Alright, there was something else that I was talking about. Oh, we was talking about that catch crop. It is called that's interesting, it's not there. Alright, I will discuss it in a different form here. Let's get over here to field 5 here. I know it needs to be rolled. Jump out here. I'll look at the field real quick. Humus active. That is the crop. It's a catch crop. What it does is rebuilds the soil. Yeah, I didn't roll its field. Now, I'm going to let this run its full cycle. I will see what it shows as ready to harvest. And more likely, I'm going to till it in. I've already did the first experiment with it, with the planter, and still had to go in behind it without tilling it. I've just planted directly into the field that had it in, and still had to put fertilizer on the field. So I'm going to let this fully develop, and I guess I'll have to cultivate it into the soil to get a fertilized state. I think that's how that's going to work. Then all I need to do would be plant the crop in the field. This is a scientific test here with this particular crop. It's something similar to oilseed radish, but it's not. What could be a mixture of different types of seeds. Some what people would call them weed seed. That's what it looks like. Alright. We will be purchasing our next crop field, which is number 6. The size of the size of the land is 5.87 acres. The field size is 3.36 acres. We will be buying this piece of property. We already know it's been harvested because it had cotton in it for $118,819. All right. Field 6, and we already define this field as another field of potatoes, which is field 7. I do believe we're going to buy this field also while we're at it for $410,100. The field itself is 14.88 acres, and the size of the land is 20.27 acres. We're going to buy that also. We're already up to field 7. This is a crop field map domination, but I took it a step further. I'm going to purchase all the other land items here also. It'll be a total map domination. We just increase the challenge a little bit, make it a little more difficult. Because some of these pieces of property is highly up there. This is a almost $2.1 million in value. Anything that's got some considerable building on it. Alright, what's this one here? We cannot, by the looks of things, we cannot purchase this particular plot right here. I'm not sure what's on this plot. What is on this plot? The grain mill. We can't buy this piece of land. So what we more than likely, if we buy the grain mill, that'll give us this piece of property here. I'm not positive on it. Let's see what this field does. This one here does. It takes it up to that. This one here takes it up to that. This is a field. We're not buying this field here. It's not. I'm not going to buy out of order. But we purchased properties, field properties 6 and 7 in this episode. And where we at on the pea harvest? We're doing very well. And he finished all in this field. It's getting off this field. Alright, before we get too far away from this field, it's showing the nitrogen perfect. But if you plant something in this field, it would show up not perfect. You would have to fertilize. But we're gonna put a true test on this field here before we plant it. I want to see what happens. So we're gonna leave this field blank till the time is right. I planted poplar in this field here. Alright, before I get too far away from that, I want to check something out. Okay. Back this up a little bit. Drop our roller. Alright. Oh. We planted 1,812 trees in that field, in field 3. Alright. let's go over here real quick, like field 6. We're gonna visit. Alright. Says harvested. Alright. It doesn't say anything about plowing it, so but we do want to do something here. We want to purchase the soil information on these 2 fields. Now we got an overall environmental score of 76. It's getting up there. Alright, this field don't need planted. The pH is good, so I won't be putting lime on this field. Oh, well, I might be. Showing, oh, that's nitrogen. Saying bad. Alright. pH is fine. We won't be putting no lime on this field. What about this field over here? Potatoes. Growing. Needs a hoe applied to it. By the looks of things. The pH is good. So we won't need to put any pH on it. But we do need to fertilize this field. Okay. Let's go to our other building. I still have all the original equipment except for one item. I sold the plow and got myself a subsoiler type plow. That's the only difference I did. All the rest of the equipment is original equipment, but I have purchased also equipment. Alright, we need to fertilize the field. Oh, wait a minute here. Now, what's up with this? Okay. I guess we'll go through the BGA. Oh, there it is. It looks like we got 12 ton on the scale. Alright, let's get back over here. see where we're at on this harvest. He's getting there. Yeah, it's this tractor line one. We're gonna go up to the main farmland real quick, grab our cultivator. Hey. That looks like another fuel tank. Let's see. $15,000 liters of fuel there. Let's buy that. Alright, we got fuel at the biogas we can fill up our equipment with. And he's about done fertilizing this field over here. Okay, that's just a stubble tillage. By the looks of things, it does not pull up any stones. That is good. I'm pretty sure that's a stubble tillage. Which is a shallow cultivator. Alright, let's head back over here to our beet field here. Grab our tractor with the trailer on it. And by the looks of things, we may not get another full trailer. We might. We'll see. Another 10,087 there. All right. That is a total of 138,870. We've sold 4 loads already. Let's see. 0, 28, 32, 34. is a total of $585,480 of beets sold off of that field so far. Give or take a few dollars here and there. This is probably the dropping. But this is the month for the sugar beets for the best price. I'm not getting the full amount because I'm selling it to the closest point, which is the port. I could be getting at the grain mill 26.38 and sell everything is 26.04, and the farmers market is offering 26.23. I don't feel like traveling all the way over there, so I'm giving the port the benefit of the doubt to the closest. And yeah, it's dropping. Actually, it's increasing. Oh, that's not it. Wait a minute. I want sugar beets. $5.30 and yeah, this is the top month. I was looking at the wrong item. $5.15 at the port, $5.22 at the freight yard, $5.40. Ooh, freight yard. I'm not going to travel all the way over there. So, like I said, I'm taking a small loss, but it's the closest. And he's done fertilizing. And what is this here? This is the Lost Horseshoe Inn. This is where I discovered what the items was going to be for the collectibles. That was a little clue for those that don't know. Usually, when they have a custom collectible, they always leave a clue somewhere as what it might be. We're going the wrong way. I'm going to go back through that biogas. And there's fields 8 and 9. Eventually we'll get them. No rush. Alright, that took care of that situation. Alright, we're going to go back over here to this other building. We're just going to park this in here right now. Alright. Humus active, that's what we're going to be using. Wow, that's heavy. Out of curiosity. That's where that, yeah. See how much this biogas is. 800,000. Oh, okay. We got another water point up here. But definitely not free water, that's for sure. Alright. Let's get back over here where we're harvesting. I do know this lot of field is going to definitely need to be plowed because of the sugar beets. Like I said, we might get a full load, maybe. If not, we'll take that load and go up to the main farm and drop some sugar beets in the chicken pen. See if they'll accept them. this is a large field here. We want to take a look at our crops here. We got alfalfa as an additional crop. We got clover, I know for sure. The animal dealer, well, yeah. The prices of that stuff isn't that great. Curiosity. January is for onions. Rye is $4.89. Spelt is $7.34. Critical is at $4.98. And wheat is the top dollar of the grains. What is oats? Actually, it's oats that's the top dollar. And we don't have no oats anywhere. I didn't see any. What about barley? Barley, oats, and ooh, let's take a look at sorghum real quick. That has a good value to it too. All in the month of October. Wheat is October. Barley is October. August and October is the two peak months. That oats is in October also. What about rice? Long grain rice is at $12.50 and regular rice is, wow, yeah. So therefore, well, rice is considered as a grain in a way because you make rice flour with it. So we're going to test a little theory. We're going to purchase a little bit of rice and see if the chicken can will accept it. I didn't see any other animal pens on this map. Might have to place this animal pens. Let's take a look at that for a minute. Yeah, animals. I'm looking in the wrong menu. Alright, while we're here, I'm starting to see some stuff. Alfalfa and clover, and then you got alfalfa hay and clover hay, and clover silage by the looks of things. Clover silage, alfalfa silage. Interesting for your cattle. Horses takes alfalfa and clover also. Cool. Hay, sorghum, oats. Yep, oats is the base food. Of course, your root crops, beets, carrots, and parsnip, red beets, and parsnips. Alright. Pigs. Of course, we got pig food. It looks like it takes most of the grains. along with those 3 root crops. Alright, sheep, grass, hay, alfalfa hay, clover hay. Chickens. Aha, there's the root crop that we're talking about. Corn is the other grain, and the carrots is the root crop for chickens. Okay, so we won't be able to use those beets up there, even though it does say root crops. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. Bees, of course, that's that's all on that, and then of course we got our doghouse. Alright, that answered our questions. We went through the different crops that we can feed our animals. Alright, yeah. The biogas will take manure, silage, slurry, and sugar beet cut. Silage would be our major digest creator. That is cool there. And they all run at 24 cycles a month. The methane and the energy that's created there will be automatically sold. And we are running up on our hour already. Yeah. We're not going to finish it in this hour. I'm going to bed. Now, what I might do with this load of beets, this next load of beets, I might want to do sugar beet cut for the biogas. I haven't bought that biogas yet. We know it's going to cost us $800,000. And we don't have the money for the biogas yet, just yet. I'm pretty sure this is what we're going to do for that. Alright, I'm going to dismiss the worker. And we're going to finish this up ourselves. That way we got... let's do something here real quick. Bring up the steering assist. I brought it up. Oh, that's the header. It's doing that. Okay. But we know we don't have a full load, another full load to sell. So overall, we made $585,480 off of this field. That's not a bad. That's not a bad income. Take a look at that income. We made $359,380 for the month of October. We made $280,130 in the month of September. We went in the red in August, negative $831,994, but that's here nor there. Alright, we got that done. We are going to take these beets and we are going to cut them. For the biogas. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't yet and would like to see more, it doesn't cost a thing. Hit that subscribe button, but most importantly, drop a tasty treat on that notification bell, because you never know when you'll see Alvin and Benji on the scene. With that being said, we got almost another full load. And we're not gonna sit. So we got almost 1,250,000 liters of beets off of this field.